Hi, this is Warren Buckleitner, editor of Children's Technology Review. Today looking at Stack the States 2, the first major upgrade of Stack the States in 6 years. Now I'm starting out here with a fresh profile, a kid named Sam, and the question is, what state borders the Gulf of Mexico? Now the answer is Alabama, and if I get the right answer, I get to stack the states. Now the way you do that is you drag your state over, you rotate it, and you press drop. Now, new to this version, I think anyway, is that you can move the state around and bring it right down, so you don't need to drop it from above the line. And maybe you could always do that, I'm not sure, but basically you're stacking the states. And you can see here that I kind of went for broke and that state fell. The physics are quite real and unforgiving. Your states will fall off your island, so you have to be pretty careful with balance, and that's a real nice added outcome of this whole experience. So now I'm going to show you what happens when you get lucky with the states, because they're all proportional in size. And so you might get a small state, which means you have to work a lot and answer a lot of questions. Or you might get lucky and get this state, either California, Texas. Those are really handy because you can, with just one drop, you can clear the bar and win your state piece. You can also go into the fact or the information mode of the app and learn a lot more about the attributes of the state. And Stack the States 2 makes this fun. It puts it in the context of the United States. You can see where things fit. Then you can zoom in and you can kind of look around in a three-dimensional mode and see where the major cities are, the landmarks, and the elevation. This app stores records for up to 6 kids, plus there's a guest profile. If you're signed in, if you win 10 states, you can play Map It. And Map It is a really interesting activity where you are presented with a state and you have to touch where you think it is on the shadow of the United States of America. If you miss 3 times, and it's quite accurate, you're out. If you unlock another 10 states, you can play this game. This is called Connect 2. And this is where you're shown 2 state outlines, and you have to decide where they border. And it's kind of fun because they snap together. The last activity is called Capital Tap, and this is quite an innovative activity in that you're asked a question like, what's the capital of New York? You see the outline of New York, and then you have to touch where you think Albany is.
What is the capital of Kentucky?
So let me test you. There's Kentucky. Where do you think Frankfurt is?
Kentucky.
And you can see I was about a half-inch off. I got credit, but if you get too far, you lose a turn.
Salem.
So where do you think Salem is when you look at the outline of Oregon? Now if you hit it, there's like this dart motion. You see the smoke, and there's also, you notice other things like birds moving around, all the boats move. There's a lot of living kinds of attributes, and that's because the guy who designed this app, Dan Russell-Pinson, is a little bit crazy, and also he has children, and it shows in the design of this app. Just about every aspect of it is extremely responsive and very fun. Classroom teachers are going to like the ability to turn off that background music. All things considered, Stack the States 2 remains our top pick for an upper elementary geography facts app. I'm Warren Buckleitner.